Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're playing Skyrim today, and I am going to be streaming this as well as showing this, but here we are. So, I decided to play some Skyrim, and I was trying to decide how I wanted to do this, and I decided that I wanted to do like an ultra realistic version of the game. So I am playing it right now, and let me get over here so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. That would probably be a little bit useful. And here we are. Now you're should be actually seeing what's going on. And let's start real quick by changing the FOV to 90 because that is very important to me. So yeah, my computer, I've noticed, is not really the best computer anymore. I've only got a 560 Ti in here, and there are definitely some room for improvement. But I'm going to be quiet at least for most of this start, and this episode is mostly going to be us going through and checking to see what the mods are I've got installed, creating my character,
finally awake,
and that sort of stuff.
trying to cross the border, right?
I do want to do
Right into that Imperial ambush.
something else here at the very beginning, which is I would like to display, I think this is how you do it. I want to have the what is the word I'm looking for? I want to have the different subtitles. That's the word I'm looking for. Dialogue subtitles is what I want. So we'll get back into this game now and start playing.
It's us and that thief over there.
Damn you Stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy. If they hadn't been looking for you, could have stolen that horse and been halfway to Hammerfell. You there, you and me, we shouldn't be here. It's these Stormcloaks the Empire wants.
We're all brothers.
I've updated a lot of these mods, so you can see that the wood looks really good. The clothes these guys are wearing, I think, look a little bit better than what they normally look like. And I think the entire, pretty much everything around here looks pretty good. And I'll shut up as we get kind of closer, but I'm pretty sure most of you have seen the opening before. I would have to assume that at least. So we're just going to go through here. Obviously Jarl, or Ulfric Stormcloak, sorry, is over there on the right side. He's a rebel. He is just a thief. And it's time for me to decide who I'm going to be. And you know, I've played this a few times before, and it's always interesting to see how you're going to play it. But I wanted to do a full RPG sort of deal, because that,
Damn elves. I bet they had something to do with this.
well, I really hope I'm not an elf, or I'm not going to be an elf if that's the way you're going to treat elves. But no, I decided that I want to do this full RPG style. I wanted to make this as realistic as possible, so I've added a lot of immersion mods. I've added a lot of like frostfall, and we'll go over these in just a second. But this is going to be, like I said, to mainly just figure out what my character is going to be like. This is always a interesting moment.
Why? I want to watch the soldiers.
Inside the house. Now.
But yes, so I was trying to decide who I wanted to be, and you know,
Why are we stopping?
I'm a big fan
Why do you think?
of... See, I've played this... I haven't finished the game yet, so this could be the first time I finished the game, but
Let's go.
I've played this through a few times with a few different characters, and I've been a mage sort of guy, a wizard. I've been a big, burly, brawl two-handed weapon, that sort of thing. And I think this time I kind of want to be a thief, and that sort of like ranger. I used to play as a ranger in Guild Wars, the original one, and I think I want to kind of do the same thing when it comes to this. And I was trying to figure out the best way to go about doing that, since I am doing an RPG, which you really think you're gonna get away?
Anyone else feel like running?
No, I'm gonna stay here. Me?
Step forward.
Yes. What do you want?
Who are you?
Who am I? This is not who I am. So, let's see. Can I get into... No, I can't get into the menu this way. But, so, I've got better races, or whatever it's called. I will let you know here in a second what it's actually called as one of the mods that I have. And actually, you know what? I can show you this real quick. So we're going to switch on over here to... Let's see. Can I shift tab out of here? Yes, I can. Let's show you the mods I have open real quick. Make sure you can actually see them. I think you can. Yeah, you can see them. So, if we go into mods, I've got a lot of mods in right now. And I've got them all assigned to little folders that I thought would be kind of useful. So let's go through first here, and I'll show you all the mods I'm using. And once we do that, we'll get back to the character creation. Big ones to start out with. Sky UI, very, very important. What you were looking at right there was the race menu. Categorize favorites menu I'm using better sorting, better message box controls, better dialogue controls. That's so I can use the keyboard for dialogue. Equality world map. All these I think are pretty important and like necessary before I can even play the game. Then we go into graphics, and I went a little overboard on the graphics. The big one that I did, we've got the static mesh improvement mod, we've got Skyrim HD textures, we've got animated distant waterfalls and windmills, improved clutter, we've got the Real Vision ENB, which makes it look a little bit better, we got realistic water too, realistic smoke and embers, glowing ore, enhanced blood, dust effects, and detailed rugs. And then we got a couple different like landscape sort of ones. We got grass on steroids, Skyrim flora overhaul, which is a really big one. More HD. Volcanic ones are updated. We got some compatibility patches. I've got Cloaks of Skyrim on. I've got Weapon Retexture project. I've got Weapons of the Third Era. I've got the Guard dialogue overhaul, which I'm a huge fan of. And then we go into our immersion ones. And for that, we've got Footprints, because I think that's necessary. We've got Frostfall, which is the one that lets you know if you're cold. It lets you go camping, all that sort of stuff. We've got the Immersive HUD, which we're going to set up so we can make it look as if we're actually out there in the open. We don't see all this unnecessary HUD. We've got immersive patrols, which is a cool one I just found, where there are random patrols that walk around and act like different gangs or whatnot. We got realistic needs and diseases, which makes you eat, sleep, drink, and adds diseases. We've got run for your lives, so people will run away when dragons come. We've got a splash of rain, which just adds rain splashes, and wet and cold, which actually shows you being wet and cold. So, those are the big ones that I have on there. Let's go back over here to Skyrim. And let's go ahead and start doing this. Now, we're going to go, and first we're going to choose what we are. I decided that what I actually want to do is I want to be, like I said, I wanted to be the little thief and bow and arrow person. I don't think Argonian's the way to go. They do have good light armor, and pickpocket and sneak. So it could be a way, but I also kind of don't want to be a lizard man. We could be Breton. They're really good if you want to do the mage. You do the dark elf, or the Dunmer, which is Homelands of Morrowind, and they're good for stealth and magic, but I really am probably not going to do any magic. Now, I always like doing the elves, because I think they're really good. Like, that's how I always say, and maybe blame Lord of the Rings, but I always see elves as being good archers. We've got the Imperial, which I do not want to be the Imperial, because then I would probably have to go with the, you know, all these Emperors. I don't want to do that. I could be a Khajiit, which, again, would be really good for the whole archery, sneaking. I don't think I want to be cat man. Nord is a possibility. I like Nords. I like what they do. Orc would be heavy. Don't want to be heavy. Redguard could be interesting. They're pretty good at archery and smithing and one-handed. Or I could be a wood elf, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. Good scouts and thieves. No finer archers, which I like. Natural resistance to both poisons and disease, and they can command animals to fight for them. That's the type of character I like. So we're gonna be a wood elf. Now let's go. And I was thinking about this. I think we're gonna be a female wood elf. I've never played one of these games as a female, believe it or not. So I think that's what we're gonna do. And you know, we're just gonna start with the standard preset. And let's go ahead and change the weight here. I think we're gonna keep it kind of a skinny one. We're gonna make her just a little bit shorter than everybody. That's what we're gonna do. Oh, I don't want to change any of that. Yeah, I'm not gonna change any of that stuff. Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna left alt. No, I don't want to zoom out. I want to zoom in, which is I don't know. What is that? Left alt? No, that does zoom in. Okay, cool. Let's see what we got for the complexion. Can I change that with this? Not going to be an old person. It's going to be relatively young. I kind of like this one. That looks young to me. Definitely dirty. This person is going to be quite dirty. Let's go ahead with that dirt. We're gonna get the dark dirt. I like how that looks. Now this person, and we're gonna give her a name here, which you might recognize. But so background for this person is they grew up and they weren't meant to be fighting. They were supposed to be like a lady, like a high elf almost. Obviously they're wood elves, but supposed to be that sort of idea. And then they ended up getting in fights. And so they do have a few scars, nothing major, and I think that'll work because that's sort of the type of scars I was thinking of, maybe attack with an animal. Now, after the attack and they left home, they ended up joining and actually becoming, you know, like a very strong person, and so war paint is something that they use. Now this is one of my favorites, but I think that one might be pretty good. Let's see. Actually, no, we're gonna go. I think we're gonna go with this one. I don't think I've used this one in the past, so I like the way this looks. And we'll go ahead and choose our color, which I think is going to be. I'm gonna go with the blue. Like the way the blue looks. Maybe a purple even. That could be pretty good. Come this way. There we go. I kind of like the purple. That's a good color because you gotta. Yeah, we're gonna go with purple. I really like that. Now let's go in here, and I don't really need to. I'm just gonna mess with kind of like the main ones. Let's see. I like that little upturn one right there. I think that's a good one. I like that one a lot. I think the other ones are pretty good. Do we want laugh lines? No. Cheek color. No. Pretty good. We're not trying to make this person look too old or anything. So I think we'll keep most of this the same as what we have it. We'll go over to the eyes. Eye shape, which is a big one that we can change. That's one like the most drastic things we can change. We're gonna make... Nah, it's too harsh. We do want there to be some softness in these, and I think that's very human. I think these big eyes add some softness. So then we'll change the color. We don't... This person's not evil, so we don't want that. And I'm pretty sure we might have to change this later with that. But let's see, eyeliner. So we got eyeliner too. All right. I can dig some eyeliner. Let's change this color a little more. Make it a little more noticeable. Go. Keep with this purple. Maybe make it a little darker. There we go. I like that. I can't believe I am playing like makeup simulator. Let's check the eyeshadow. I don't know what goes good with purple eyeliner. So we're just going to do this really dark, or really kind of like gray thing. And I think we'll do the gray thing underneath as well. That looks good to me. Brow type. This is something else we can change. You know, really thin brows, I think. I like those. Those look soft to me. I'm a fan of that. Mouth shape. We do want her to look kind... no, that's not what I wanted. We do want her to look sort of happy. And I think a thin mouth works here too. That will work for me. Lip color. And I think we're going to go with this light gray again. Now we get to the hair. I actually don't know how many colors there are. No, I don't want the... Let's just go with that for now. And we will see what type of hair our person is going to have. I kind of like the ponytail. That's alright. The mohawk is kind of cool. Bald is also kind of cool. I do like there to be hair, though. I also don't want it to be too put together. Well, that could work. No, I don't like that. That could work. I kind of like this. Actually, I think I'm gonna go with this one. It's just long enough. It looks like she doesn't do too much, but we'll work with that. Now, can I pick eye color here? No. That is very sad that I cannot pick any different eye color. Alright, well, we'll go with that regardless. And I think that is our character right there. I'm pretty happy with that. You can see the leg twitching for some reason. Let's see, there was... Do we want to change that at all? No, I think we're good here. I think we're good. Made her a little shorter than most people. I think we are good. So, let's say we are done. I do want to name my character. Now, because I was thinking about what it could be, we're going to name her Arya. And let me do a quick double checking, because this would be really embarrassing if this wasn't actually her name. But it's Arya Stark, right? Yeah, okay, it's Arya Stark. I just did not know. That's going to be her name. Here we go.
Are you? Not many wood elves would choose to come alone to Skyrim.
Hey.
Captain, what should we do?
I like the area.
She's not on the list.
What can I say?
Forget the list. She goes to the block.
By your orders, Captain. I'm sorry. We'll make sure it remains our return to valid. We'll follow the captain, prisoner.
I couldn't even understand what that person just said. So we're just going to go with it. We just auto-saved. So the last thing we're going to do before we head off, and this will probably be the end of my streaming, I would have to guess, is go in and set up our mods that we need to set up. Convenient horses. Let's see. Make sure this is started. Let's see. Control mode. I don't really know much about this one. So we're going to, let's see. I think we'll deal with that later. Horses. Deal with that. Followers. Auto loot. Yeah, we'll deal with that. Do with that one later. Enhanced blood. It's enabled. That's all I care about right on this on enhanced blood. Frostfall. We do need to enable this one, I believe. Let's start up Frostfall. Exit menu now to finish. And we will exit menu. Alright, back into the menu. We will check out Frostfall real quick. It has not started. Exit menu now to finish. Let's save it. Give ourselves a new save. Okay. Lost in thought, you reflect back on how much the wilds have taught you about yourself over the last several days. You recall a book you once lost that was full of wisdom about survival in the open country. On a whim, you open your pack and find the Survivor's Guide to Skyrim staring back at you. Had it always been there, or had thought alone summoned it? You push it aside, with thought as you thumb through the pages, and then carefully place it back, knowing that some things are never truly lost. I don't know how I looked in my backpack. Wow, I wasn't wearing one, or my hands were down, but we'll go with that. So let's go back into Frostfall, see what it says now. It's enabled. Let's see, Eckss durability, frigid water is lethal, high exposure is lethal, campfire lighting's automatic, axe spell required for fast travel. Alright, we'll leave that as it is. Gameplay, leave that as it is. I'm not going to be fast traveling at all, so we'll deal with that. Good. Warn equipment effects rate if enable. Equipment provides different amounts of exposure. We're gonna do that. I kind of like that. Alright, well, we'll exit the menu again. I am now naked.
Now the Empire is going to...
So, that is going to be something I'm going to have to fix once I can actually do that. No, I won't disable waiting outdoors. Effects and interface. Alright, I like all these. I like all these. Let's do, yeah, message only works for me. Let's change what this is. It's going to be weather sense. Well, I can't make it W, so let's make it N. I'll deal with survival skills later. That works. That works. That works. I'll fix this later if I decide that I don't like it. Help and notification. Sure. I don't need to deal with any of those. That is all good. We're done with Frostfall. The immersive HUD. We'll go through here. And it's active. That's good. That we need. Sure. I don't know what Skyui HUD is. Crosshair is not going to always be on. Only when looking at activatable ranged weapon and spell. That works for me. Options. Stealth indicator. No. Health indicator for enemies. No. Enable fast fade. I like that. Let's go with transparencies. Compass. Let's put that at like, how about 69%? Crosshair we can leave full. That's fine with me. Magicka we'll put down to 50. Health we'll put down to 50 because it's like just a inane sense of we know what's going on. Accept that. Exit out of Immersive HUD. Realistic needs. What do we need to know about this? Basic needs. Hunger rate. I'm not gonna. I do need to start it. I'm gonna exit the menu.
You down.
Let's see if anything happens after a second. Apparently I've completed Frostfall. And we've heard our dragon. Let's see, does it say realistic needs started? It does. We want a message notification for reminders. I like that. Yes. That's 48 hours of dehydration. Sure, that sounds good. Drink from stream was B. Check needs is N. So maybe if I hit N, I'll find out both, which is fine by me. Alright, now this, I remember I played with this before, and I don't like... Oh, well, no, actually, I lied. It's the random tripping I don't like. 5% is fine. 25% is a lot. So we're going to make this 10. But, and when completely wasted, you're not going to be tripping that much. At least, I'm not. So with that, raw food, that all is fine by me. I don't want to mess things up. I do want food spoilage. I think that's a lot of fun. I'm not going to remove spoiled foods right now. I might change that later. Okay, I can deal with all this. So, realistic needs is on Sky UI. There's not much to change, but I do prefer the Celtic theme. And I'm not going to mess with anything else right now. There. Splash of rain. I don't know if I need to do anything with... No, darn it. Go back. I don't know if I need to do anything here with it. Nope. Dance of Death. General. Advanced. I like it. Wet and cold, I think, is the only other thing that I need to deal with. Drips, I like. Steam, I like. Rain blind. Full is fine with me. Well, no. Blur only. Let's do blur only. No umbrellas, that doesn't make sense. That all makes sense. We'll add steam to NPCs. Cold, first and third. Blizzard blind. Blur. We'll do full for blizzard blind. I think that's smart. Snowy, strong winds, hoods. I don't have the thing for face covers. I like that. Nords are good. Ashes, I don't have installed. System. Not going to do that right now. We'll see if I want it later. Okay, so this is everything. That is going to be the end of my... I think this is going to be the end of my streaming for today. I've got a few people viewing, but nobody's written a comment, so that makes me kind of sad. And you're probably seeing things about this right now, like my friends and all that, but that's okay. So, yeah, end of my stream, end of the episode. This will be online soon, and I will have the next one out, hopefully, even sooner. So, I'll catch you guys next time. So, like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more somewhat daily Skyrim videos. I really appreciate all the help that you guys give when you do like and view and all that sort of stuff. It makes me more noticed, and it lets me, or it makes me make some more videos. But until then, thank you guys so much, and I hear some Chinese food calling me, so I will catch you guys later.